From douche parades blocking intersections to pickup drivers making actions, today we got 10 crazy dashcam videos for you to enjoy. Buckle up and let's start. Scott was on his way to Drunken when the driver of a Ford made a left turn with a flashing yellow light, right in front of a Subaru whose driver had a green light, resulting in a brutal T-bone collision. Thankfully, it looked like everyone was okay. The Ford actually struck a Chevy after being T-boned. Scott gave his phone number to a cop in case they needed his Teslacam footage. Wait, the story doesn't end there. The driver of a pickup pulling over to help forgot to set the parking brake, and his truck rolled slowly towards a turn lane. Ruby was driving out of Moab when the Honda in front of her turned in front of a passing semi-truck. The violent impact sent both vehicles into a ditch. Thankfully, a responding bystander was a first responder and helped the occupants of both vehicles until the ambulance arrived. Once the ambulance arrived, it took a while for the Honda driver to exit their vehicle. Turns out she had a severely broken leg. Thankfully, the semi-driver and passenger weren't injured, and Ruby gave her footage to the trucker. See this building? It's Sony Picture Studios. See this Toyota in front of this Redditor? The driver is an idiot. This Redditor watched a Toyota use a sidewalk to skip a red light. The best part is that they got stuck at the next light and the Redditor passed them. This YouTuber was waiting at a red light when a Mercedes heading west from the freeway exited the off-ramp at high speed and smashed into the YouTuber's Tesla. The YouTuber said this was the first and most shocking experience of a car crash in over 40 years of driving. Every airbag of his Tesla deployed, and when he attempted to exit his car, he was jammed shut from the car on the outside, so he had to exit out of the rear door. The YouTuber had only chest and neck pain, while the other driver fled immediately, as you can see in the footage, and was never captured. This road rage incident may be one of the craziest ones we've ever featured. At an intersection with a green light, the driver of a red Lambo was blocking the intersection to make his supercar parade cross. This Redditor was about to turn with his green light when he nearly T-boned a light blue Lambo whose driver stopped in the middle of the intersection and the passenger flipped him off. The red Lambo driver started yelling at him, "What a douche parade!" Stephen was driving close to 45 miles per hour, which is the speed limit, when the pickup behind him, who didn't like his speed, decided to pass him and position his pickup in front of Stephen before playing some games. After this, he stopped playing. But the reason? Stephen pointed at his dashcam, the top quality one from the brand I recommend. Check the description for our favorite models. Watch this Chevy driver overreact after a VW driver merges into their lane and then swerves. The Chevy driver locked up their brakes before losing control and hitting both a cone and a sign. This Redditor's dash cam, the same one we recommend, recorded the entire situation, including his laugh. Blue was sitting in the passenger seat while his mother was driving. For some reason, she decided to cut over a double yellow line, then stop in the intersection and back into a van. The Redditor said she usually drives good and only consumes alcohol on special occasions. He also said that before having kids, she heard wild stories from her. Why do you think she drove like this on this day? This Redditor was driving down a highway in Illinois when a semi-truck on his left ran over a road debris, sending it straight into the Redditor's windshield.
The good thing with this question mark operator, we can easily implement multiplexing. We can also make multiplexer of 4 to 1, for example.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt as the Redditor was the only occupant of the vehicle, and the debris hit the passenger side. The Redditor didn't see the license plate of the truck, so he doesn't have a follow-up with the driver. He doesn't have comprehensive insurance, so his insurance didn't cover the damages. This Redditor was stopped at a red light when a turning VW hit his car on the driver's side.
Good morning, Director, said a woman's voice with an urgent edge. This is Heidi Nagel in Brock.
Thankfully, the lady driving the VW pulled over, took responsibility, and paid for the damages. I'm wondering the cause of this collision. Robin watched a truck pulling 3 dumpsters drift after making a right turn. Wow! Is this a leaked clip from the new Tokyo Drift movie? If so, why did they choose France? Ah, now I understand. Because they have drifting dumpsters.